This time on First Impressions, Boris Johnson.
Would you like milk and sugar with that, Boris?
I'm not going to answer that. Ladies, gentlemen, and all other gender-specific pronouns, this is Two in the Bush. I am Shaun Howe, and I am joined as ever by the award-winning Timothy Broad.
Thank you. I am indeed award-winning. Not for podcasts.
No, unfortunately not. We didn't get that mention for the People's Choice in the British Podcast Awards.
When was that? That was a while ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was, you could vote for any podcast that was on iTunes.
Do you know if we got any votes or not?
Well, I know that we didn't get any votes.
How?
Well, because I feel like if we did, it would have somehow noticed.
Good point.
The only votes that we would have got would have been me doing it as a joke. Which I was very tempted to do.
Yeah.
But then I thought, no,
No.
sod it.
It's like liking your own comments on Facebook. Which I don't know why that's still a thing. It's just...
Well, you can do that on Twitter occasionally. You can like your own thing on Twitter, which
I know.
Sometimes, and just people, you've got to be confident in yourself.
Yeah, why like your own thing?
If it's going to get likes, it will get likes.
If you have to like it to make it relevant, then...
And also, almost certainly, one like from you is not going to make it relevant.
No. Well, I might do. If it's like a small video, then one might be like... You get lucky.
Maybe.
But anyway, I won an award. Should we go on about that now or later?
Yeah, we might as well. We've brought it up.
Nah, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards. There's a segment called Beating About the Bush.
Which is us chatting.
Yes. So, here we go.
We'll go for a wordplay.
Wordplay of the week.
It's been a what? So, okay, this week, Tim.
Yep.
You could win the latest update for your allotment.
Update for your allotment. I know the word allotted.
That is a word, yes.
Is it part of it?
No.
The latest update on your allotment. Right. Words to do with allotments.
Here we go. It's gone from word play to word association, but I like that.
You've got composts.
Those are involved in allotments, yes.
You've got like patches, like cabbage patches and stuff like that.
You've pretty much said it.
Cabbage patch.
Yes, the cabbage patch, as in patch for like an update.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Word association, it all works.
2 awards. Oh, 2 victories. There you go. It gets better.
It's been a great week for you.
It's been pretty alright, you know. Pretty chuffed.
Yeah.
Pretty happy. I just smiled to the camera. They probably heard the kind of weird creaky noise.
To the camera?
Oh, there's no camera, to the microphone.
To the microphone. Right, there you go. It's been a while. But also, one thing we tend to do, along with the wordplay before we head off, is I have a notes file on my phone containing phrases that I hear, which would make quite good band names. However, we're not going to do that this week. I haven't told you about this. Because I think I've got a special feature for this.
Ooh.
Because, as it happens, somebody who I follow on Twitter put a picture up of a poster for a small local band festival in Newcastle. And it has a lot of the bands that are on that poster.
Yeah.
And some of these names are golden.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read them out to you now.
Go for it.
I think what the best way to sum up is that the band whose name up there is the biggest, the first one that you see, who you'd assume is the headliner, is called Pigs, 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 Pigs.
Question.
Pigs 7 times.
I have one question. Was this a family friend, or just somebody on the web?
It's just somebody online.
Okay, so how did you find it?
Well, I was just on Twitter one day, and they had this picture that they found. I was like, oh, that fits perfectly.
Now, I remember when I used to do art at William Parker.
Yes.
That was really fun. I remember creating.
That was really
I
fun.
remember looking up this typographist, and he'd create like posters for like kind of local and like slightly larger national events, and it was really, really cool. And so you have all the names of all these bands in nice squiggly writing.
This is not squiggly, it's just kind of impact font.
Oh, that's boring.
I know. But
Boring.
but it'd be a lovely
like
idea if it was
Pat
that.
font.
It kind of does, actually. But anyway, do you want to hear the other bands on here? You've got Juju.
How's that spelled?
Xiu.
Is that how you pronounce Zhu?
Well, no.
Is it just
But it's Xiu. I was just guessing that'd be how it would be.
Xiu?
Yeah, maybe it's just Xiu.
Do you reckon it could be X as a kiss? Maybe kiss IU? Kiss,
maybe.
Kissy you?
But
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just going on in there.
Okay. Big Joni.
Big Joni. Joni.
Aja. AJA.
He's like the cost cutters version of ABBA.
Yeah.
Aja.
Big Lad.
Big Lad. Yeah.
Dorcher. Luminous Bodies.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like Luminous Bodies.
Actually, some of these I'm not entirely sure whether, because it's not quite clear whether, because it goes across a line, so I don't know whether that's one name or two. So
Right.
some of them I'm assuming is one, some I'm assuming are two. I'll post this on Twitter, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Messange Acid Cannibals.
If we're going to post it, don't spoil all of it. Don't say all of them. Just
Okay,
other
right.
people enjoy it as well. But yeah,
Well, no, I want to say all of them because I think that it's just so you can get a look at it.
People want to know new things. You want to keep it so like people can. Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Casual Nun.
Casual Nun.
Casual
That's
Nun.
very much for the kind of ones that we might have come up with.
Yeah. Melting Hand.
Melting Hand. Bit grim, but yeah, go on.
Cattle Bloom.
That one's almost good.
Oh, hang on. No, I've misread that.
Melting Hand Cattle.
No, I thought there was two O's in it. There isn't. There's just one.
Was it?
So it's supposed to be Cattle Blom.
Okay. Cattle Bloom, which could sound cool.
Cattle Blom.
To just.
I reckon Cattle Bloom was the original name of their band, and then one day it got misspelt and thought, fuck it, we'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Or it's just been misspelt,
Maybe
yeah.
they lost a band member and they took the O with them.
Okay, Grave Goods.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I feel like that shouldn't be used as a band name.
Yeah.
That's a great good. That's like a good name. That's a good punchline to a joke about like a kind of morbid joke, but it's just now being used for a band. It's not doesn't quite work.
This next one is the one which is the most mental.
Yeah.
It's Godspeed You, Peter Andre.
That's like an in joke that they thought was carried to the public, and they're like, and people are just going, "Who the fuck are they?"
I just. Also, what I particularly like about this is amongst this, you've just got somebody called Natalie Stern, who's presumably just just one person.
Do you know what?
And she's amongst all these
I respect
bands.
them because they don't feel like they need to try.
Yeah,
That's my name.
that's my name.
It just makes things simpler.
Okay,
It's like Florence and the Machines.
yeah. A couple of others. Pentecostal Party. Or Pentecostal Party. I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced.
Pentecostal Party. What's a Pentecostal?
I don't know. I will Google it later.
Yeah.
Penance Stare. I realise I think these are in alphabetical order. The Unit AMA.
Nearly good.
Bad Amputee. What I will say is if it's a band made up of vets, then that's a good.
That's pretty funny.
But
at the same time, Bad Amputee.
it sounds more.
I feel like they could have just called the band Amp U T.
Maybe
Just called it Amp U T.
But then people could read it as Amput.
Well, like say Led Zeppelin, I'm sure they could just chop out the E so it won't be pronounced as Led Zeppelin or Led Zeppelin. No, yeah, is that
You
what
mean
it's
the
called?
A?
Sorry, it's an A. Whoops.
You can't have the E in Led Zeppelin. It'd either be Led Zeppelin or Led Zeppelin.
I'm an A. Right, so I think Amp U T would be good.
Right, okay,
I think
mate.
it's better Amp U T. Because
Yeah.
amp is like a thing you use in an amp, don't you?
Yeah, guitar amp. Okay, and last one's Onlooker.
Good. That's a good one. That's nice.
Now, this is one which could be one band name or two, but I'm going to read it out as one. The Dawdler Drooping Finger.
Doesn't it have like dots on either side
No.
to distinguish?
But it doesn't own any of the lines, so I don't know whether it's...
Yeah, it has like a dot between each of the lines, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I know, but between down there, you don't know... It's
good
that's what
shout. Yeah,
so it's either the Dawdler Drooping Finger or two bands as the Dawdler or Drooping Finger. I think it's one, because if it's alphabetical order, Drooping Finger wouldn't be there.
No, yeah.
And finally, the Golden Cleric, which sounds like a sex position.
Clerics? What clerics? That's a profession. What does a cleric do?
I've now got to Google cleric and Pentecostal.
Cleric? Oh god!
It's like I can't think of it at the top of my head.
I'm thinking. I know it's in Minecraft, and I play Minecraft still.
There you go.
Fine. You know what? Minecraft's making a surge back because it's timeless.
Right. Okay.
Will be a time. It is a timeless game now. Sorry, as much as you're dismayed. Minecraft's timeless.
The cleric is one of the standard playable character class in Dungeons and Dragons fantasy role-playing game.
Yeah, what does it do? Or is it like a
Clerics are versatile figures, both capable of in combat and skilled in the use of divine magic.
There you go. There.
Apparently, there might be other types of cleric. There probably are. It sounds like a religious term to me. But
there we go. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not going to move on to it because I'm also googling Pentecostal.
Pentecost.
I
hope it's not like a thing towards the penta wank.
Oh dear.
Which we mentioned like, God, that must be no. Did we ever mention penta wank?
Well, we've mentioned it now. If you can probably if you know your etymology, you can probably figure out
nothing
what that
to
is.
do with us. It was I don't know who it was.
I think I can remember somebody who took part in it, but I'm not going to say because I mean,
probably wasn't a shining moment in their life.
No.
And let's not remind them of their mistakes and hope that they.
Well, yeah, if
they move on, unless they enjoyed it. If so, good for you.
I've just googled Pentecostal. Adjective relating to Pentecost. Oh, thanks, that helps.
Yeah, thank you.
Relating to or denoting any of a number of Christian movements emphasising baptism in the Holy Spirit, evidenced by speaking in tongues.
Right, so
but interestingly,
they're probably like
apparently Pentecost is Sunday the 9th of June.
Is that when the thing's performing?
I'd assume so.
Because I don't know when's the event.
Christian Holy Day of Pentecost, which is celebrated.
When's the event?
It's celebrated 50 days after Easter Sunday.
Oh, I've just realised we've passed that now.
Commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles.
Wow.
And other followers of Jesus.
Do you reckon this is a cooler version of those people who did the rap about Jesus? This is like the kind of the rock band. Like
oh god, hard rock cover.
Hard rock cover of the descent of the Holy Spirit, right? Wow, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on, I think we need to talk about your arts thing.
Yeah,
because I gave it a mention earlier.
Yeah, so as long-time viewers, or
two of you,
maybe three of you. Sometimes.
Oh, actually, on the talk of viewers,
did we reach 100 views on the thingy?
100.
Was it when we
1,000 total views?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, but wasn't like some of them from a bot though?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still a number. It's still there. We'll take it.
We've had like 4 bot things. It gave us about 50. So about 800 now.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You two listeners and you for one of your one.
I like the fact you said and you looked at me.
Well, yeah.
I suppose I listen to it a bit when I'm editing it. I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, like maybe when it's on SoundCloud just to check. Maybe that counts as a view. Oh no. How many? Yeah,
doesn't.
What were you going to say about Twitter? What were you going to say? You said something about something. About views or something.
Oh yeah, well I put a thank you out on our Twitter page.
Oh.
When we went over 1,000.
Oh, how many likes did it get?
None.
Oh, okay, cool. Right, have you got anything on the Gmail?
Well, it probably got a like from like my personal account or something, but on Gmail probably not. Haven't checked though.
Should we check now? We check now while I tell this story.
Yeah, you tell the story. I shall check.
Long time listeners, I have been doing art for the last 3 years now, after coming off 1 year of sixth form at William Parker Academy. Rolls right off the tongue. Anyway, so I've been doing this is my last year of art. I'll be doing a foundation, and I won an award in the exhibition.
Well done. I'm going to give you a round of applause. It's going to stop me from Googling, but you know.
I won the design award for my animation, which was a stop motion animation. Very trippy one.
A lot of triangles and circles.
Tetrahedrons.
Tetrahedrons
And a big circular platform. Now, is it relevant? Should I post it somewhere? Could you post it maybe on? Would it be relevant? You don't have to. I was like, well, maybe people are getting the wrong end. And that we're an artsy podcast.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, it's on my Facebook, which I'm never going to give anybody ever. If you find me, go away, because I'm just not going to. Anyway, so yeah, I won an award. I was pretty happy. Came with £170 reward, don't you know? And
so that's when I remember when it was on a display on one of the days. It was there for multiple times, but two friends of ours went down to see it on Friday, and I said I would. Despite the fact I was going up to my mum's in Chillicombe at the time. So I managed to race back down and managed to get there in time before it closed.
Yeah.
And there was you always bring up £170, and I didn't never actually stopped to ask what you meant by £170, but it was the award for the film.
Yeah, design award. Didn't think I was going to win it. I spent about...
That's the best way to win an award, I think. Or just to go into any award ceremony in general.
Yeah,
just don't think you're going to win, and then if you do win, you're really surprised.
Because I just generally think I didn't deserve it. I don't think it was my best piece of work I've ever done. I personally think a piece of work that I did last year that got nominated for an award but didn't win, which was like what was it? It was like a panoramic drawing I did, which I thought was more... Well, I found it more challenging, personally. I think more... I guess myself find it more impressive because it required a lot of maths. Love it. Yeah, but I won an award. This animation required maths.
Yes.
And yeah, it's called Tetrahedrons. And I was chuffed. Pretty happy. Good way to round off the year. It took about... probably took about 100... How many hours do I reckon? I don't know how many hours. Because I spent 4 days filming it. Creating the images for the stop motion. Then about 5 days editing it. And each day I spent at least 5 hours. So 5 times 9 is 45?
Yeah, 5 times 9, yeah.
45 hours.
A lot of hours.
That's a fair amount.
By the way, I've just checked the Gmail.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Cool. So, should we plug it now or no?
Well, if you do want to email us, you can email us at 2, as in the word 2, TWO, in the bush podcast at gmail.com.
One word, no capitals?
No spaces, obviously.
No spaces. Have you checked?
Yeah.
It's definitely the right one.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
No copy and paste errors.
No.
Okay. Because it could be just sending it to a void email.
I
guess, it would bounce back.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, thank you.
Thank you to everyone who nominated him.
Yeah. I remember, actually, funny enough, my great auntie was actually one of the judges.
Oh, right. That's just a classic bit of nepotism.
But she wasn't doing that award. She wasn't looking out for that award. But yeah, that was nice. That was a nice tidbit. Plus, I generally think if she was marking, she probably would have gone against me. Not because she doesn't like me. It's just because I think, in the interest of fairness, she probably would just make a point of not voting for me. That was a nice surprise. And yeah. And my inspiration for the film, 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I do want to say is a fantastic film. And now I'm back into sci-fi again.
Good.
That's it. I'm done.
That's that talked about. So now it's at this point that I'm going to reveal that normally I try and think about stuff, and I have thought about stuff to talk about in this section, but for some reason my mind has gone completely blank.
Thought about Alton Towers.
Oh, Alton Towers, of course.
That's about Alton Towers.
Shit, yeah, we went to Alton Towers.
So we went to Alton Towers on a day that I really should have been doing work over a weekend. But it's fine, I caught up.
Yeah.
Clearly. I had to hide from security guards up until 9:30 and just hide.
Hide?
Well, yeah, because they check round the...
You didn't tell me this.
Oh, well, I didn't think that was super exciting.
But you're hiding from security guards? That's exciting.
Not really, it's not like super. So they go around like 9 o'clock to check all the classrooms. So basically, I knew roughly when they'll come round. So I just kind of like turned off the monitor and just slightly hid and just hid my bag. So they'll come round. Fortunately, they're unlocked. They lock the doors. All the doors can be open all the time anyway. So I just hid, and then so I'd work for another half an hour and then just go.
Right. Okay.
Squeeze an extra half an hour out of it.
And then, but you thought you'd hid, but then your cover was blown by the chanting Buddhist monks that were on the floor that time.
Yeah, that was really
You've
weird.
told that story before.
Goodness me, that was weird.
But anyway, yes, we went up to Alton Towers. Quite a long journey.
Very long journey. How long journey?
It was about 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, and I got a lot of enjoyment out of working out his miles per gallon.
Oh right, yeah. Tim, of course, is very mathsy. So
here's the thing.
Like the fact that the chat has instantly gone to working out miles per gallon, not any of the rides or anything that happened on the day.
I will say very quickly.
Maths is going to be in the title of this.
If I think maths has no relevance in life, or like has very little, the only thing you need to worry about is shopping, you're mistaken. Because you can apply maths to anything you want to. And I failed A-level maths after the first year. I got a GCSE level of B, which is like just above average. It's not about the grade. It's about the application in life. Enjoying it. And I enjoyed it. Anyway.
Well, I think with maths, I think the thing is that people don't think that it's pointless. And you're right that you can apply maths to whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But I just don't think people want to apply it to anything.
Because they're not taught it in an interesting way. That's the problem. When you're in a maths class, you're just told to solve these equations for no purpose. And you're not told about the grander
scale.
The scale of what these maths equations can be applied to. Like Fibonacci. You're never told what that means. That's basically like one of the building blocks of the universe. But you're not told that. It just says there's a flower. It's Fibonacci. It's so interesting.
It's Donald Trump. It's Fibonacci.
Yeah. Right? That's why people voted for him. His beautiful side profile of his hair.
Anyway, yes. Now, one thing I will say about Alton Towers is that we were up there for 2 days. Mm-hmm. First day, quite wet.
Very wet.
Very wet day.
But that did come with the blessing of short queues. On the whole. Apart from the Wicker Man.
Yes.
Which was the most popular ride there because it's new.
Yeah, it was Wicker Man was very exciting. I mean, I'm a little bit... I'm not exactly the biggest roller coaster person.
You're a scaredy cat.
Are you going to go there?
Yeah. No, the reason why I'm not going to say you're a scaredy cat, but I just find it funny. I know you said, like, for you it kind of unsettles your mind, I think it is to put it that way. I just find it funny how many years ago when we were in year 7 or year 8, we got 100% attendance award, and you really wanted to go on the rides.
Yeah.
And now, 8 years down the line, come on, man. Fam.
Well, to be fair, that was Chessington, which is not exactly...
And Thorpe Park.
No, I didn't go on one here.
Oh, you didn't go to Thorpe Park one?
No.
Oh, no, Chessington.
Yeah, it was just Chessington.
Yeah, Chessington's bare basic now.
Yeah.
They're already Bubbleworks! Fuck's sake. Best ride of them all. Yeah.
But actually, when I was in the queue for Wicker Man, I was very worried, not because of the ride, but because by the time we got halfway into the queue, I was bursting for a piss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then it turns out, because I was staying quite quiet, because I was just thinking, this looks like a relatively fast ride, and I am sloshing at this stage. So I was basically when I was on the ride, I was just thinking, I hope there's not too big of a jolt or something like that. As I was just putting most of my energy into the lower muscles, so to speak. And then we get off the ride. I say that, and then Kieran says, "Oh yeah, I was as well." I'm like, oh shit!
Oh shit!
There you go.
It was a good ride. It was the most, I think. Going to Alton Towers, one, amazing. I don't see myself as a thrill seeker in life, but I think I just have such. I don't say I have a mundane life. Like it's pretty safe. Nothing super crazy happens very often. Maybe I don't put myself out there to do crazy things. But then I guess every so often I'm just just do something nuts that I would just out of my comfort zone a little bit. That I know is safe to a point, and have fun. and it was exciting.
What? Yeah. What? Different things that are exciting, kids. But
Yeah, but not drugs.
not drugs. That's bad.
This is the thing. I'm not going to go around on drugs.
Okay, it's good to
But
know.
I am going to go around on drugs.
Right. Okay.
My opinion is this, and it could be completely just a very naive view or an idiot's view, but it surely has some truth to it. Hopefully in life, there are enough things to excite you that you don't need to use drugs to stimulate brain activity or like dampen brain activity. Unless, like, I don't know, for medical reasons you need it. That's right.
Oh,
like,
of course.
But I don't know. I think about when we're going to Amsterdam, I'm not going to have a cake.
Okay.
I'm not going to have a cake. And the reason why I'm not going to have a cake is because there'll be enough things in life.
You're allergic to eggs.
Yeah. There's enough things in life where...
I don't know if that's going to translate as a joke, but you know.
there are enough things in life to make me feel really doozy, but also euphoric. And that's probably hypnosis through music, which sounds really weeby.
It does.
But believe me, you find the right type of music, it's beautiful.
Okay.
And you just go into a relaxed state of euphoria.
Right, okay, so...
I don't know what drugs... That's the description drugs have been given.
Yeah.
So, bam.
I mean, to be fair, at risk of sounding confrontational and preachy, I do agree with you with the idea of surely there's enough things in life to make you have to not intoxicate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But then hundreds of people, without thinking about it, Friday night go and drink too much beer and alcohol, which does a similar thing.
Yes.
Because I'm trying not to come off as... Because I don't drink. I'm trying not to come off as like a militant...
I'm going to... Where does one draw the line? Well,
that's up to whoever's holding the pen.
yes. I draw the line on...
You just lob the tenner on the
Yes,
floor.
it's
You're just fiddling with a £10 note for no reason. And then just to make the point, you thought, right, I don't need this anymore.
It's void. It's because it's got like... It looks like it's been slightly ripped somehow. Like really cleanly ripped. So it's like something you use
like a cut.
Yeah, like a cut, like a crafting knife cut. So I think
Right,
it might be
okay.
void anyway. That's my dog walking money. So, where do you... I don't want this to be a discussion about drugs.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we managed to get onto talking about drugs from bloody Alton Towers.
Get high on life.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was
High
going to
on
mention
life.
a couple of things very quickly. One, with the whole wetness on the first day, I remember we were walking from the car park to the gates.
Yeah.
And I think you turned to us and said, by the way, guys, if with all the water on the ground, if anybody does get wet feet, then do let us know.
Yes.
And then I'm walking along thinking, my feet are already
Ready
soaked.
wet.
Because it turned out my shoes had these massive, like one of them had basically like a crack all the way along the sole.
Oh dear.
So, of course, water is going to get in.
Yeah, that's quite a problem. I thought my shoes would hold out for a hell of a lot longer, but it's, what happens when you don't treat leather shoes is they start being waterproof.
Yeah. In fact, actually, my shoes got so bad that our hotel was just around the corner from a Tesco, so I had to get a new pair of shoes. It's the first journey I've ever had where I've had to get another
New pair of shoes in the day.
And it must have been a bit odd when we were checking out at the hotel, because I remember we were all coming out, and then there was one person coming in, and then they see me holding a pair of, I think they're all beige shoes.
Beige, well, they become beige probably.
Probably, yeah. I think they're meant to be grey, but and just putting them in the bin.
Yeah.
It's just...
Sorry. See, I spent, on that evening, it was a Saturday evening, Saturday evening, I spent much of the evening after having had more to eat than I think. I just wasn't hungry that day, or maybe I was ate a lot, I don't know. But I spent quite a lot of the evening just waiting for the things to dry. So I had dry shoes. I didn't want to throw away my shoes, and I knew that they were salvageable, so I had to stay out for about 3-4 hours waiting for them to dry on a really hot heater. And the reason why I had to stay up, because if I didn't stay up and went to bed, I just would feel horrible in the morning because the heater was on all night.
Yeah.
And it was quite mild weather anyway. Even up north, mild weather.
Yeah.
Apart from the rain. Oh yeah, and then the next day, Sunday, beautiful hot weather.
Yeah.
Really, really hot weather. Weird. And the queues were a lot longer.
Yes, they were.
But I felt okay. I was alright with that.
Yeah.
I was happy.
It's a good time had by all.
Yeah, in many ways. It was socially, just chilling out in the hotel, eating some yummy, yummy food. I had a salad. I had a lot of salad while I was away. Don't know why. I just had a craving for salad. It's the Caesar salad of sorts, man. It's Caesar salad.
And croutons.
And yummy.
But before he leaves a deposit on it, we should move on.
Yes, let's move on.
Don't have that as a salad dressing.
Oh, do you want me to hit the button and move on?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's normally what we do, Tim. I realise it's been a while.
One in the hand. This is the best jingle we could come up with. Go ahead and try to make a better one.
Silence. I kind of struggle. I was stalling off the blocks there.
I love the silence.
But
I do
this
believe it's
section is one in the hand. I don't know what happened. Now I went to speak, nothing was coming out.
I just went,
It's like you're rubbing up.
Okay, it's one in the hand. Sure, what's one in the hand about?
Well, one in the hand is our own semi-fictional, I suppose, own card game
Of life.
roughly based on top trumps. Now, normally what we do is we take 2 cards.
Yep.
Well, we each have an idea on a rough theme for each episode, and we give them cards based on with our ranking system. Which, by the way, each card has 6 distinct statistics, and those are speed, intelligence, style, control, damage, and aggression. Like Robot Wars, and also they've each got their own special skill.
The special skill, which you the idea of that is you debate.
Yes. It's like each thing has its own. Say, for example.
Here you go, for example.
The Kaiser Chiefs.
Yes.
They have their special skill is predicting riots. And Kermit the Frog's special skill.
Yeah, what is his special skill?
Flailing arms.
Flailing arms.
So you'd have to debate in a certain amount of time, maybe like a 30-second each.
30 seconds each.
And you've got to make your case to see which special skill would win.
Yeah.
But yeah, so normally we make our own cards. But however, we've come to quite an interesting thing. We've got 32 individual entries.
Which it's either 30 or 32 in the standard deck.
Of top trumps.
I can't remember. It was one of the two.
So,
online there was it was either one of the two.
We had the idea to call this season. Well, actually, this was your idea.
It was my idea. This is like season 1.
Yes, this is season 1.
Season 1. Like, this is a complete deck now.
And perhaps every 32 cards that'll be a season.
A season, yeah.
So what we're going to do is this week we're going to have a quick review. Review all of the cards, some of the good ones, some of the bad ones, highlights, lowlights, etc.
Talk about the plans for it.
Yes, because in fact I'll talk about that now. Because next episode we're going to try to design. I'm going to try and design the cards.
Yep.
And then I'm going to send them to Tim.
I'll print them off.
Yep. We actually play with them.
I probably won't go for like the size they normally go for. I'll probably go for a little bit bigger. Or maybe a little smaller. I think like A6. That's like making process. We haven't got to that bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in due course.
Yeah.
And then go from that point, episode 45 will be the start of season 2, One in the Hand. And if those who don't know, episodes with a number 0 or 5 are a wild card, which means you can do anything you like.
I mean, a good way to open up.
Yes. It's a proper season opener.
So, I guess let's go right back to the beginning.
Go right back to the beginning.
What was the very first 2 cards we decided to go for?
It was us.
Oh yeah, it was us, wasn't it? Oh yeah.
We decided to. We basically made cards for ourselves, almost as like a proof of concept.
Yes.
Because I think the idea, it was kind of half-stage idea at the time, or maybe 3/4. We were probably going to do it, but we thought we'll do one for each other, and then if the section goes well, we will carry on, because otherwise we could be dirtying the names of anybody, fictional or non-fictional, if it hadn't have gone well.
Yeah. So I was going to look up something. I just completely forgot.
Yeah, I
was going to do a calculation. So 32.
Maths.
Yeah, it's maths. Very good. So it's 30,
the maths cast.
Okay, so 16 because there was 16 things of this, and we roughly average every 2-week gap times 2. So we've been playing this maybe between 30 and 40 weeks. So
that's a lot of time.
What's that? 3/5, 4/5 of a year.
So
that's when we started.
Yeah.
That's the time. So we've been playing this. So I wonder about us. What's changed in the last...
rather fittingly, your special skill is maths.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
You haven't
Not much has
changed.
changed. I tell you what, I was probably bouncing. That was probably coming off that maths piece I made. My drawing from last year.
Points to something for those not in the room.
No, there's none. Yes, the giant drawing we did.
That was trying like a perspective drawing, wasn't it?
Panoramic drawing, yeah. Tried to draw a panoramic drawing.
Yes.
Which works, and you can do it.
It's a lot of maths, though.
A lot of maths, but it was totally worth it.
My special skill is called Trivia Fleur, which is basically just naming all the random shit I know. And
you can't really go backwards on that, can you? Unless you know less, but you kind of top yourself up.
Well, yeah, with that sort of thing, it's the sort of thing where it's just a little nugget, like a little switch that goes on in the back of my head. And if you hear something that's vaguely related, you go, ping! Oh, I know this.
That's a thing I learned.
Yes.
Interestingly, I think when we started, I used to watch a lot more YouTube things about this and that. I also was into review things, but recently I've made a point of not watching it.
Is this like the movie review? I think you've talked about your falling out of love of the movie review genre.
Yeah, because reality is, don't look at somebody else's opinion. Watch it, and maybe then look at their opinion. See if we agree, see if we disagree.
Yes.
Not because I don't want to become a movie reviewer, but
I reckon you do a decent job of it, to be fair.
I really struggle with general knowledge. Is it trivial? Trivial knowledge. General knowledge.
Similar-ish.
Because I'm fighting this fight that I want to be, as my dad puts it, there's like an analogy, I want to be narrow and deep. I want to be like a really deep, narrow river where I know a lot about a few things.
Right, okay.
I got my specialities, and they'll see me through life, enough to get through life. I don't kind of want to be like wide and shallow, which is like I know a little bit about everything, but I'm like a jack.
Narrow and deep is always more pleasurable than wide and shallow.
Oh, funny. So yeah.
Sorry.
Come on, man. We're like 2 years into this. We've gotta
grow up.
Our audience are growing up. Look at them, all two of them.
See the wrinkles on your faces.
I know, right?
Well, if we're going through a lot of cards, I mean, interestingly, the next one, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Sorry, we really went off a tangent there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to go through every single card.
No,
I feel like just particular highlights.
So Earth, Wind and Fire against
their special skill was rays of light.
Well, that's the best way I can describe their trippy videos.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know what kind of video. It was...
Well, it's basically the video for September that we're basing it on.
September, yeah. It was very interesting editing technique.
From memory, the special skill was nearly Do You Remember?
Do you remember? And the Kaiser Chiefs. Who was representing who? Was I Earth, Wind and Fire?
I think...
Or was I
No, you were Kaiser Chiefs.
I was Kaiser Chiefs. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably went through a phase of liking them. I still do.
I know you particularly like the Angry Mob song.
I do like the Angry Mob because it's got like two sections. I prefer the second section to the first, personally. But I like the run into the... I really like the run into the first and the second section. And I think the second section is kind of like the apocalypse. Well, not the apocalypse. It's basically what happens when a nation collapses in the UK.
Yes.
Like, we love to protest.
We do.
Love to protest. But we don't get, like, angry shooty because we don't have guns. So we just protest.
Yes.
And go home.
And then nothing changes.
Yeah, there you go.
Another highlight, I think, the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Yes!
That's one hell of a card. That's the sort of card that will sell the whole day.
Now, we went for that because we went to a new perspective rather than we went relative to one's world.
Yes, we decided... Because the Very Hungry Caterpillar... I'll go through its stats.
Yeah.
Speed,
Right.
1.
1.
Intelligence, 1.
1.
Style, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. Didn't we base it on how many stripes it had or something?
Yeah. How many stripes he had.
Control,
The
0.
colours. Yeah.
Okay. Aggression, 1.
Yeah.
Damage,
Yeah.
46.
Yeah. Because think about it. In their world, they destroy
Yeah, and nothing stood in its way.
nothing, or at least like a pack of them. What do you call a group of caterpillars?
I don't think you get groups of caterpillars.
I thought no. In my cherry tree, When I used to pick cherries, you get these really big furry ones.
Well, yeah, but I
In
don't think they
groups.
operate as groups. They might be near each other, but they're not.
I
They're
assume
not.
they
They're
came
not
from the
pack
same
animals.
Butterfly
Not like wolves.
larvae. Same larvae group, I guess.
The larvae. No, actually, no. Surely having larvae close together would be a really bad idea.
But you say they eat each other.
Yeah.
Well, how do they end up together then, huh?
They just happen to have gone the same way.
But they came from the same parent.
You don't know. You don't know that.
Oh, they were the same species, man. That was scary though. They're really spiky, but you don't like poke them. But apparently the hairs are like really irritating if you get one stuck in your finger. Anyway, who was he against?
He was against Paddington Bear.
Oh, right, 2-story characters.
Yes.
What was he? He had. What did we give his control?
3.
Yeah, we gave him low control because he's just a mess.
Because he's from Peru and he ended up in Paddington Station. How would you manage that?
Have you seen the live action film?
Actually, hang on. Is Paddington the station which is the direct connection with Heathrow?
I thought Paddington was the one that's Eurostar.
No, that's St Pancras.
That's same. This is the one that has.
I'm
probably
going to Google it.
direct link from Paddington.
Because
I
he.
don't think I've ever been to Paddington.
I'm going to say
Station,
Heathrow
though.
train.
Where is Paddington? I assume it's in London.
Well, yes.
I've never been to it.
I can't.
Is it like old, like Victorian? Is it like Victorian design or just Georgian design?
It is.
Damn, so that makes sense then.
Heathrow Express goes between 2 and 3 in London Paddington.
But I think you'll find if you actually watched the film, the live action film, which is canon, I think you'll find he smuggled himself onto a boat and sailed across the ocean and arrived in a port. I think in the River Thames.
In the Thames?
Yeah, like one of the ports in the River Thames, and then got a train to Paddington Station, and was just there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go on Google Maps and see if that makes. Also, if you're in Peru, how do you get to the Thames?
Boat? That's what I said. Boat. He smuggled himself onto a boat.
I know, but why is a boat going from Peru to the Thames?
Well, as you know, there is a huge market for marmalade from Peru.
Marmalade.
From Peru to London.
I know, but if you're shipping to London and you're going from Peru, you'd just go to Bristol.
Don't ruin the canon. That's the canon of the story. That's law.
No, I'm just saying that.
Jesus Christ!
All he could have done is smuggled himself on a plane instead of a boat, and it would have made a lot more sense. And Heathrow Express could have got a nice publicity opportunity.
Yeah, but if he smuggled himself onto a plane,
are you implying that people would think that he's a terrorist?
No, he would have just been taken to customs.
What if no, because if he's a small bear,
He's not that right. A small bear is a sentence.
Right. Okay. Right. Now, what I mean, if he's found his way into like a suitcase, admittedly he's got his own suitcase, but we'll ignore that for a second. If he found his way into a suitcase
with another suitcase,
he could just stay still when he's going through the scanner. People think, oh, it's just a big teddy bear.
Yeah, apart from they see it's got bones in it.
Oh, right. Maybe he doesn't have bones.
I think we've got bigger problems than that then. Now trying to get through security.
I just love this idea of a bag like unclipping on the baggage thing, and then this bear with no bones just slides and tries to wriggle itself free.
Why is it we got more horror films?
Yeah, everyone in the airport screaming. Paddington took his. That's what's in his suitcase. His bones, all of his bones, in a suitcase, and he has to go dive into like a toilet and put them back in.
Yeah. What a horror story, my God. Films are not happier than that. I can tell you that.
Somebody, I don't know if you could.
Don't.
But can somebody reanimate a Paddington, whether it's cartoon, the film, but just reanimate his model so he has no bones? It's just a mess.
It sounds gruesome.
Just two soulless eyes just on the top of this blob.
No, I'm done. No thanks. No thanks. Right. Anyway, next.
Anyway,
Next, yeah. No,
sorry, I'm
please,
just
another
googling
one.
London Paddington.
God, so-
Right. Any other highlights?
Yes.
We've got Kermit the Frog, as we mentioned
Yeah,
earlier.
Kermit Frog. He was with Elmo.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, did we ever do Elmo?
We did. You did Hugging Elmo for a while. Both of these are wild cards, and both of them were selected by you.
Oh, of course I did. Yeah. I'm surprised you
Because I
didn't
went
do
for
Kermit.
Theodore Roosevelt because I remember that Kermit the Frog was named after one of Theodore Roosevelt's children, I believe, who's called Kermit. So I decided to go for that one.
Fair enough.
The one after that was when we got into some slightly more niche territories.
Yeah.
Walkers versus Pringles.
Yeah. Who do we give a victory to? Probably got to be.
Well, we
Walkers,
did,
right?
technically no side has a victory. They only have their statistics.
Yeah, but whose statistics are superior? That's the real question.
Walkers, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be Walkers, right?
Yeah.
Well, Pringles. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Walkers are just classic.
I like that the Walker's special skill is summons Gary Lineker.
Yes, of course it is. What's Pringles one?
Addiction.
Yeah, addiction. I was like, all say, strange, he looks like the Monopoly man. The KFC man as well.
Yeah, well, the Colonel.
The Colonel, yes.
To be fair, I mean, the Monopoly man is called the Monopoly man. The KFC man has a name.
What's his name?
Well, he's the Colonel.
Right, and here's the thing.
Colonel.
Monopoly man is
Colonel.
called Rich Uncle...
Pennybags.
Rich Old Uncle Pennybags?
Yeah, we called Pennybags.
Yeah. There we
In
go.
fact, the Colonel has an actual name because he was an actual person, but I've forgotten what that name is.
Here's the thing, we haven't even mentioned that we play like almost weekly Monopoly and stuff. Like we have Monopoly.
Well,
night.
we have board game things.
Yeah, we play board games. Really fun.
Yeah, and change the rules of them occasionally.
For the better.
Yes.
Right.
Oh God, I've
No,
opened Pandora's
no,
box.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay,
That'll
right.
be a discussion for another time.
Right, okay, so we'll move on. I mean, the one after that we had was Julius Caesar versus Neville Chamberlain. Which, from memory, we did that because the theme was leaders that didn't have a vote of confidence.
Yes. Questionable leaders, maybe.
And then
Yeah.
this one was the next one after that though. This was a particular highlight.
Mhm.
Drones versus cones.
Drones versus cones. That was just rhyming. Who represented
Because-
the cones? I was a cone man, wasn't I?
No, I think I was cones.
Oh, I want to be the cone. Damn.
I think I was
What
cones.
did you give the cones a special ability?
V equals a third A times H.
That's me! I did that.
Did you?
Right. Only I would say that about a cone.
No, I think I had the idea of doing the formula for figuring out
No,
the volume
you
of a
didn't.
cone, but didn't
No,
know what it
you
was and
didn't.
Googled it.
No! That's me. Okay, what's the special idea for a drone?
Closing an airport.
Right.
It doesn't tell us anything. We could just go back. I mean, if it was you for cones, that's fine. But
I really hope it was.
I seem to remember. It might be because, but when we would to look behind our cling film curtain that we have on this show, we knew that the theme was going to be based around like airport closures.
Yeah.
Something. Originally, I wanted to do one on that volcano in Iceland just to try and see if we could pronounce it, and then we couldn't think of anything else to go against it. So I was just going through the theme, and then I think you just said, "Fuck it, what rhymes with drones?" And I just said, "Cones."
So I didn't go ice cream cones.
Well, I need.
Or cones as a general idea.
I think we
cone
nearly
shape.
brought up ice cream cones, but we didn't include them.
Fair enough.
Interestingly, cones' control score is 41
Well, yeah, because they like
because they control
they
traffic.
just control traffic like God knows what. Right.
Hugging Elmo.
Hugging
This is the one you were thinking of earlier, which was just your own thing. And from memory, what you were saying, some of your rantings on the Hugging Elmo led to my one, which was a leech. Just a singular leech.
Leech.
What I love about that is it's not even a character. It's not a well-known leech. It's just a leech.
A leech. At that point, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, at that point,
Yeah, had you got me an Elmo, or was this?
yes, I think I had.
Was this What's the word?
Yes, I think we did. Because from memory, there's a picture. I'll probably put it on the Twitter account. I don't know, but of us recording at a time of you kind of trying to
pre-Elmo, post-Elmo.
I think it was definitely post Elmo.
Post-Elmo.
Where you were just putting the Elmo kind of like sitting it on the stool.
Yeah. I mean, why don't
Just threw it at you.
No, if you put them by the microphone, you probably hear just the muffled sound it would produce. There we go. There's Elmo. God, he's battered, isn't he?
Also, another highlight. There was I think the next week the theme we went for was famous breakaways, because this is the time where the change group known as the Independents at the time happened.
Yeah.
So famous breakaways. I came up with one. I came up with Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
I thought that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You sort of struggled to think of a breakaway.
What did I say?
So with the front side of the Titanic, specifically the front, not the whole Titanic, just one half of it.
Why didn't I go for like Kit Kat? That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been quite funny.
I probably still to the Titanic.
Well, it's just because you've got a bloody cardboard Titanic every room in the house in various ways.
Yeah.
So the front side of the Titanic, which its special skill is never letting go.
Hey, there you go. Good, reference. Good film.
Also, interestingly, Robbie Williams' special skill.
Robbie Williams or Robin Williams?
Robbie
Williams.
Not Robin Williams.
No.
He never broke away from anything, really.
No.
So I feel like there's a joke in now, which would be very sick. So I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what that joke is. I don't have it in my head, but I feel like there would be an available opportunity. Okay, go ahead.
I thought the answer for that joke. He couldn't break. Apparently, he had a condition where he couldn't break out character. Like his line between character and real personality kind of was non-existent.
I don't think that's a condition.
It's just him.
I think that's called method acting, Tim.
No, he had a condition. He had bipolar.
Oh, right.
Supposing. I'm not a doctor. It was a tragic loss. Moving on.
Yes.
Robbie Williams.
His special skill was moving bricks to Brixton, because we couldn't think of anything else, and it was one lyric from a Robbie Williams song that I could remember.
Yeah. I don't like him.
Maybe it could have been Rocking the DJ.
How's that song go again?
I can't remember.
I
don't wanna rock DJ.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I don't know why. Just never kind of appealed. It's just like,
And last couple of things.
Yeah.
The Chuckle Brothers versus the Cheeky Girls.
That's when Thingy died, wasn't it? Was that when Paul Barry Chuckle died?
No, it wasn't. It was.
Oh God! You say we? Oh.
No, because it was after we died. And I think because it was the previous one before that was Edmonds versus Blobby, and the Chuckle Brothers must have come up in conversation, and you say, "I really want to do the Chuckle Brothers."
Oh yeah.
So for the next one, we decided to go for the Chuckle Brothers and something else.
Yeah.
Which ended up being the Cheeky Girls.
Who won, the Cheeky Girls or the
Chuckle Brothers? I'm going to say Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah, I've got to win.
Whether they did or not,
they won.
They won in spirit.
They won in spirit and won the hearts of the country.
Also, quick note for the Cheeky Girls: special skill, cringe-inducing flashbacks.
Bam! There you go. What was the special skill of the Cheeky? Was it Timmy T?
Yes, it was.
There you go.
I was about to say yes.
Yes.
And going for we had Attenborough and Brian Cox.
Ooh, good one. Who won? Probably Attenborough.
Probably, yeah.
He's got the voice.
Palpatine
versus
Akbar.
Akbar?
Yeah. Is he an Admiral Akbar?
Yeah.
Not any other type of Akbar.
Now, I would like to keep... as much as I like to go through all of them, we're actually already 23 minutes. I want to know which card is the weakest and which one is the strongest.
The weakest card?
The worst,
right, okay.
Statistically wise, statistically.
I think Palpatine is probably the strongest card.
Palpatine was a pretty good one. I also
Roosevelt was quite
good. Did we have God? Did we do God?
No.
I feel like we did God.
The idea may have come up, but I don't think we didn't do God.
No.
I mean, actually, no, I know where you got confused. Because we did do Shaggy from the live-action Scooby-Doo film.
Yes, yes. Now, who's stronger, Palpatine or Shaggy from the live-action film?
Palpatine.
Okay. What's Palpatine's stats?
Okay, Palpatine's stats.
Yeah.
Speed 30, intelligence 45, style 32, control 46, damage 43, aggression 48.
Yeah.
Special skill Do it.
Do it. Compelling case.
Yes.
Of,
Special skill might be what lets him down though, because hypothetically, his special skill is do it. So then the other person could just say, no.
no, he can't. He's got the. He created a genocide with a few words.
I just got a notification on my phone
What
now.
else
Never
we got
mind.
there? What else? Oh yeah, what was Roosevelt like?
Do you want me to hear his stats?
Yeah, let's hear his stats.
Hold on. Let's get into it. It's a bit. Hold on. It's quite a way up. Speed 37.
Yeah.
Intelligence 41. Style 34.
Yeah.
Control 31. Damage 13. Aggression 17. So he does have weaknesses, and his special skill is opening part.
So Palpatine was the strongest card.
Yes.
Well, no, who else have we done that was pretty tough? Caterpillar was pretty devastating.
Well, Caterpillar's
a
a glass cannon.
He's a glass cannon, yeah.
A very glass
You
cannon.
need to make sure you're making the call with that card for sure.
But with that card, what I would like about Caterpillar is I think the idea, instead of doing like a complete copy of Top Trumps where the winner gets to decide the category,
Yeah.
instead I think it should be like a random system. 1 to 6 and 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Being each thing. So if you have a Caterpillar,
Yeah.
in all likelihood,
You fucked.
but if it lands on damage,
Yeah.
you probably win.
Yeah, but Palpatine's just best.
Has Palpatine got better damage than...
Oh, he's got to have better. Oh. No, I don't think he does. I think Palpatine's got better damage, yeah.
No, Palpatine's damage is 43.
Oh, serious? What's the Caterpillar?
46.
Yeah, he's got one thing. So the worst card is probably Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, yes. But if we don't include Caterpillar,
Yeah.
probably Neville Chamberlain.
What was his statistics?
Speed 25,
Yeah. Average.
intelligence 14,
Yeah.
style 9,
Yeah.
control 2,
Yeah.
damage 1,
Yeah.
aggression 8, and the special is quote, peace in our time.
Peace in our time. Do you reckon he's worse than us?
Yeah.
He was better. Right. Reality, he was better.
I mean,
than
admittedly,
us.
we would probably do a worse job as running the country at the
Oh,
time,
for sure.
but...
Although we probably would have seen Yeas and
To be fair, my card isn't brilliant.
No.
15 speed,
Yeah.
intelligence 27,
Yeah.
which I was probably a bit too much. Style 14, control 24, damage 10, aggression 4.
What was my aggression? I want to see my.
Your aggression was 12.
Why am I aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
It's just a hatred of Elmo. No,
Yeah.
I like him, but also.
also you did punch me once in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You did spit at me once.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
What was this?
This was outside science. I don't know why you were mad, but you were mad. I said breathe, and you breathed down. Went deliberately.
Deliberately?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I do.
So, and what year was it? What year in Parker?
Young years. We're talking like 8, probably.
Why would I have done that in year 8?
I don't know. Well, Return of Gobbo. That's an in-joke that you wouldn't get.
No, I can't have done that deliberately, surely.
Well, I feel, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's fine. I think we're okay. We're good. So
Yes, we are
into
fine.
Season 1, he's gonna make design.
Yes.
I'm gonna print him off.
I mean, admittedly, you are probably the better one to do the design, but I mean, I'm going to give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
I'd say one thing I would keep to the A series of paper for ratio.
Okay.
Probably make an A. Save yourself.
How
space.
big should the cards actually be
I'm thinking A6, postcard size.
for a card?
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose.
yeah, it's like that. It's I can tell you the dimensions if you really want to know.
I mean-
A6. It's 10.5 centimeters by 7.9.
Could have googled it, but yeah, that's fine.
I think it's yeah, something like that.
Right, so we'll get on it on that one.
Yeah, 7.9 by 10.
However, not much.
Yeah.
And I think with that on that teaser to listen next week, that's the play with the cards. I think we'll move on to the next section.
Let's move on.
satire.
That was a lot better than last time.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to necessarily work in the actual version of the podcast. 'Cause I don't know how much of that pause where I'm trying to speak I'm going to keep in, because it could just sound a bit like almost a mistake.
Nah, keep it in. It's funny. It'll be funny.
I'll keep most of it.
Cut people, if people are listening into the background, it'll catch them off guard. It'll bring them back in. They'll be like,
Yes.
They'll be like, what happened?
Okay, right. So what we do for Almost Satire is one of us gets 3 news stories. However, one of them is dirty fake. Typically, when I'm doing it, I find stories from the previous couple of weeks. Tim uses a good resource called the Fake News Game, which has a very similar purpose, so he thought, fuck it, we'll use them.
Might as well.
Because it used to just be me doing this, telling them to Tim.
Just me, just abuse to me.
But then as soon as he found out, he thought, well, we could do it each week. It makes a lot more sense.
So it's good. It's good. This deck will last for, we're probably about a third of the way through. Not even that, probably a quarter of the way through it. So
yes, this time it is my turn to read out the stories and Tim's turn to guess.
Week,
because the other person has to guess which one is the fake.
Before we begin,
yes.
I have a news.
You have a news.
So I walk a doggo.
You do walk a doggo.
And it's a very nice doggo. It's a bit smelly, but, you know.
Doggos tend to be.
You know, you win some, you lose some. But when I was walking the dog, on the way returning back from the route I walk her, I stumbled across a dead rat, unfortunately, that I think had either been hit by a car or another animal got to.
Or both.
Or both. So I had to grab a shovel, because it was near the people's house. I had to grab a shovel and throw it over a hedge. And as I went to go throw it over, a young family were going past, and they had like 2 children, like about 6 and 8 approximately, and they just exclaimed, "Eee!" They really were not feeling it, and the parents were just like, pretty grim, because I had to you had to be really careful when you're throwing things, because especially like on the end of a shovel, because it could fling back at you if you're not careful.
Oh dear!
So I had to really make sure my coordination was on point. I had to really go for a big old swing, and it was a perfectly executed.
It was a home run.
It was a home run. I didn't say this earlier. It did hit a tree.
Oh.
On the other side of the hush. I saw it just go. So hopefully a fox is going.
Tim, if you've broad, flinging a dead rat over a bush. Summary of this podcast.
Yeah. I nearly asked when I got there, do you mind if I could have a shot of something fairly strong? It's pretty grotesque. Pretty grotesque.
The strongest thing you have.
Really strong, so I can forget. But I remember that I've got the rest of the day to function.
I think I just kicked the stool.
It's alright.
Anyway.
So, let's
jump into it?
Let's hear the 3 stories.
Right, okay. First story. Football tournament draw held in supermarket.
Okay.
The League Cup, a competition competed for by teams from the 4th tier to the top tier in English football, drew lots to determine the fixtures of its first round.
Oh, what's this? Sorry, what football round is this? Sorry, is this the Champions League?
No.
What's this then?
The League Cup is an English competition.
It's a different thing.
Yes.
But from the top league, that's Premier League, right?
It's from the 4th tier to the top tier. Premier League teams come in at a different stage. They don't come in at the first round.
Oh.
But they come in the second or third round.
Right. But is this all part of the Champions League? Or is this this is like a beginning thing to it?
No, they're separate.
Separate thing.
Okay, right. Do you want me to explain the football pyramid to you?
No.
Okay.
There's a lot to digest.
The Champions League has not actually got much to do with this.
Okay.
The Champions League is a certain number of teams, top teams from leagues all over Europe, and go into a competition.
Oh, I don't mean the Champions League.
You mean the Premier League?
Or is it? No, what's the cup where it's like any team can face any team in the UK?
That's the FA Cup.
FA Cup. It's not so the FA Cup.
No, it's not the FA Cup.
Is it similar in
it's
concept?
It's sort of similar, yes.
The top league, are they from people from the Premier League?
It's Premier League down to League 2.
Okay.
Which is the 4th tier, which is confusing, but that's the name they gave.
Yeah, it goes Premier League, Champions League.
Championship,
Premier League, Championship.
League 1, League 2. Yes.
Cool. Alright, we're on the same page. This
Okay.
is a separate competition, but like the FA Cup.
Yes.
A different grouping.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Normally, these are conducted at prominent football stadiums, such as Wembley. Mm-hmm. However, this draw was done in a branch of Morrisons in Colindale, West London.
What do you mean by branch?
As in just the Morrisons.
They played a game of football in Morrisons.
No, it was a draw. So they're drawing lots. So this team will play this team.
Oh, I thought like it was a penalty shootout.
No, it was like a penalty.
They went to do these things and he rained off. So they just let's go do it in Morrison. They got like a pop up goalpost.
That'd be mental.
And just hopefully gonna hit a window of H&M or something.
Or a customer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the drawing lots in
The draw was filmed live at the location with while it was still being used as a shop. They didn't close it. There were still people going around. And once the fixtures had been decided, ex-England international John Barnes read them out through the shop's tannoy system. The draw was held there as a thank you to Morrisons from the League Cup sponsors Carabao, as they were the first UK supermarket to sell the Vietnamese energy drink.
That is the most abstract link of a reason why you do it in a Morrisons ever. It's good publicity, but like, is this like a major Morrisons? Like, imagine this happening in the Morrisons in Hastings. Like, you wouldn't be able to hear anything. Like, people just get out the fuck. Are they like are these stuff they did in the aisles?
No, I think they
like in the back, in the storage rooms. Where? Where would they do it? There's no room.
I think they cordoned a little bit off, and where they had the whole set for it, but where it was in a Morrison.
And it's just because of sponsorship. One of the sponsorships was an energy drink company whose product was first sold in a Morrisons.
Yeah, I should also add, actually, one thing I forgot to write down here is another, and that isn't technically the only reason. They've also received a bit of flack, Carabao, because they did a similar draw last year, but they did it from Ho Minh City. I think it's one of the big cities in Vietnam, and there was like no preparation, and it was on a ridiculous time because of all the time zones, and it went wrong. Like Charlton were drawn twice, so they were also trying to get back in the public's graces, so to speak, to try and to say, hey, we're not just a rich company from abroad.
All right.
We're doing it in the Morrisons.
Go for it.
Okay, do you want to hear the second story?
Yeah, go for it.
A pet cat that got stuck on a railway bridge for 6 days, sparking a major rescue operation, has walked home. 5-year-old Hattie had managed to get stuck between the stone structure of the bridge and a section of metal on the Royal Albert Bridge in Plymouth. Firefighters had spent hours trying to rescue the moggy, who was too far into the gap for a hand to fit through. And so high up, they had to use their tallest ladder and hack away at the undergrowth so they could give said ladder flat ground to stand on. These attempts were unsuccessful. However, whilst planning a second rescue attempt, including getting assurance that Network Rail would close the line in order to help the cat, owner Christy Howden, quote, heard a meow from outside. And lo and behold, the cat had somehow managed to wriggle free and walk straight home.
I have my reasons to be doubtful about this one.
Do tell.
Because I feel like I heard this story before.
Really?
But it wasn't a bridge. I feel like it was a different situation. And it wasn't a bridge. It was a different situation. And it got out of its own accord.
Right. Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Okay, we'll move on to the final story. Mystery bus stop pops up in Yorkshire. The stop, built on Tick Hill Road in the town of Maltby, complete with shelter, benches and photocopied timetable, is not on any of the town's bus routes. It was believed by the locals was to be the council's work. However, when asked, the council said they had nothing to do with it. It is now theorised that a private investor hired the construction team, but it is still completely unclear who the investor was and what their motivations were. Also, when I say photocopied timetable, it was a timetable from another stop that had just been photocopied and put in.
Wow. Really short, simple story. Don't feel as much because this is what I've got. This is the tactics I'll try. Like unpick where the. Okay, I'm going to quickly ask you now. Actually, no.
Okay.
Is this a dickhead one? Is this a dickhead one where it's like one minor change that makes no change to the substance of the story?
No.
Good. Okay, because we've had that before.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what the example was. What was it again? It really sparked me off. The train one I was all right with.
There was the dog one where if I said it ran away but it just died.
Yeah, that one was all right. I got that one right, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah.
It was the parrot and the Alexa.
That was the one. That was the one. That was more you told the story wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you told me. Never mind. Anyway, okay, this is not. So that bus stop one, I think perhaps it could be like a private investor who is like trying to create who's got like their own bus company, who are just trying to. They've done. There's like apparently there's like I don't know apparently there's like these horrible people somewhere else in the UK where they'll just basically buy land semi-illegally and then ask for loads of money back because they threaten to develop it.
Right.
And this is in another part of the country. So yeah,
that rings a bell actually.
Yeah, there's it's like a family who just travel and they just do this. They just buy land somehow, acquire it, threaten to do like some most hideous project on it, and then get loads of money from the local people buying it back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I should write down the most hideous project and put it in the band name section. That's quite.
Yeah, it's hideous project.
Hello, we are the most hideous project.
I feel like I've heard that story about the cat. Maybe, I mean, cats do get stuck a lot, but it wasn't stuck in a bridge. I'm trying to think where it was stuck somewhere else. And I mean, if I lose to this, sometimes I have to think about if all the stories, which one do I feel least bad losing to?
Right. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell the scores. By the way, earlier.
Oh yeah, what's the score?
Because we've done with the previous thing. I think this is now the 14th time we've done this with me reading to Tim. Mm-hmm. Tim has read to me 4 times. Mm-hmm. 5 times, sorry. From me reading to Tim, I have fought him 9 times. He has successfully got it 4 times. And when Tim is reading to me, I have yet to win. So it's 5-0 to him.
Yeah. So I'm just below average on this and currently...
And I'm way below average. I am a detriment to chance.
I'm just trying to think of perhaps a dickhead thing you could do with the shopping one. It wasn't Morrisons, it was Tesco's.
Oh God, that would be a thing.
That
would be the worst thing.
You should have seen by the subtle lie here, they were actually not a Morrisons but a Tesco's extra. See what I did with some wordplay?
Yeah, I like that your voice is basically Jeremy Clarkson's adenoids.
Yes.
Oh, there's not enough chassis numbers in it for my taste.
I'm thinking it's the cat one. It's the fake one. And I feel like it was a different scenario. And I think you've done like a really... I think I'm going to give you props to it. I could be completely wrong though. But you've created a really compelling situation this cat got stuck in, but it wasn't that situation.
Okay.
I feel like the Morrisons one... Oh, fuck! With the Morrisons one. It's just because there's a Morrisons in it. Oh, no, there's a Morrisons in Hastings. It could be on the complete.
But there's one of every supermarket in Hastings,
I feel
really.
like the bus... I mean, if you got me with a bus stop one, I'm just trying to think, it was a bus stop or something else. Same idea. It was just a lamppost.
Lamppost?
Just a lamppost lighting up a street with nothing at the end of it.
Surely in that case, it'd just be a lamppost, but it's not on a street. It's just in the middle of a field.
Yeah, imagine the field, just a lamppost. No one knew why it was built. It was just built. Well, that would be really fun.
A lamppost on the top
I
of a
want
really
to do that now. I just want to put a lamppost in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't even work.
No, but a lamppost it does work and it's really bright and it's just to piss off stargazers. In the middle of the countryside, here's some light pollution.
I I'm gonna go for the cat one. I think that's fake. I think it's a different situation. I mean, to be honest, if it's true, I probably have heard a story of a cat that just decided I'm gonna walk home.
Right.
Just gonna walk home. I'm obviously gonna know about the fox that got stuck up the shard when they were building it.
The fox?
Yeah, a fox got stuck up the shard when they were building it.
How?
I don't know. It just got in and climbed.
Wait, where was it stuck?
I'm not near the top.
How did it climb all the way?
Just the stairs, I assume.
And no one noticed?
No, maybe just got in during the day, and everybody left, and it hid during the day, and then they just got to the top, and they found on security and saw it through a helicopter, just chilling out near the top. I'm gonna go for the cat. Final answer.
Okay.
Bam, there you go.
Right. Well, I can reveal that the League Cup draw happening inside of Morrisons is real.
Awesome.
And I can also reveal the mystery bus stop popping up in Yorkshire is fake.
Ah, bollocks. What was it? A lamppost.
No, it was a bus stop.
Yeah.
However, this was actually...
In different town!
No.
It was in Hastings!
Oh, yeah, because Hastings is in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
No,
It's Jamaica.
no, what it was is it was in the town of, what was it called, Maltby.
Yeah.
It was actually built by the council. However, just before it got finished...
Yeah. They cancelled the bus route.
Yeah, the bus route changed.
Oh.
So, but then the council just thought, fuck it, we'll finish it. Just in case they need to move it back for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's quite a mundane story, I realise. But it's
really mundane. So the one about the cat, I probably heard about another story.
Yeah, that probably happened.
Damn those cats.
Damn cats.
Damn you cats. So what's the score now? What?
He's now
10?
10. Yeah, 10 to me, 4 to you.
So I need to get the next one right to then be on average.
Yes.
Cool.
Also, and one thing I will say is that I was tempted to put another story in, which I found relatively recently, but I fought against it. But I thought I'll give it a mention now.
What's that?
And that is that there's a school, I can't quite remember where, that they're doing an end of year award thing, as schools are tending to do. However, they decided to give some votes to the students rather than just the teachers.
Yeah.
However, this caused a bit of controversy because one of the awards categories was most attractive student.
Ooh. What, the students created that?
I don't know if it's the students created that or the teachers created that. I don't know which would be worse.
I'd say the teachers coming up with it is a
I think it was the teachers who might have came up with it.
I think if it was the kids making up, that's like you could think innocently, like, you know, you got the popular kid, like who's the most attractive. Like one of the girls could have said, like, oh, let's go with the most hot boy. Like it's fine. It's controversial.
Or maybe what it is that there's a very clear candidate for who is the most attractive of all the students, but they're just thick as pig shit.
Still attractive.
Yeah, exactly, but they're not going to win any academic
Beauty
awards, so we'll give them a beauty award.
There you go. There could be. Yeah, I think probably the kids would have made that, because if the teachers did, that's a terrible idea of the teachers, because that's a prime for bullying.
I'll tell you what, if I'd have seen that, if we'd have been civil assistants to that, I'd have seen that award, I'd have just quit. I just walked out of school, never come back. Fuck it, no.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
As long as there's not a last place award for that as well, then.
Sorry to change the subject.
You're changing the subject?
I've just found the label for this, which shows that it's official.
Well, this is the Elmo.
The company's
you're holding.
The company's called. It looks like either Cund or Gund. Gund.
Gund.
Gund. And the creature logo just looks like pedo bear.
What?
Look, it's really faint.
Hold on.
Look at the label on the bottom. Like it looks like Gund or Cund. And at the bottom, it looks like got a pedo.
I think
bear.
it's Gund.
And it's got a pedo bear.
Oh God!
That's just a silhouette of pedo bear.
Oh dear! God! I don't even.
La 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 la. Selmo! Ah! Cool.
I hope the mic picked up the thud on the floor. But before we just expose Elmo for the tyrant that he is, I think we should move on to the final segment.
Let's move on.
Bottom of the alternatives.
It is indeed.
Your favourite segment?
I would say it's my favourite. Although I do like the news one, I've kind of grown to like the
The challenge.
the challenge of it now. Just because I've got better. Oh, have I got better? Yes.
Yeah, you've got
statistically,
better.
Mildly better, yes.
Yes, now what we do for Ball Alternatives, each week, each of us takes a section of a popular song, takes the lyrics, a bit of the lyrics, makes every word in them the opposite,
Yes.
takes them to our co-host, and it is our co-host's job to work out the original song from the lyrics that have been opposited. It's a simple concept, but an effective one. But Tim,
Yes.
why is this segment called Bottom of the Alternatives?
Well, Shaun, during...
You slapped your thigh quite
Yes,
hard.
it is. Well, Shaun, from the mid-20th century to very early 21st century, there was a British Broadcasting Corporation show called Top of the Pops, where once a week, I think, the biggest, hottest bands would perform live,
Air quotes.
in front of a live audience.
Audience were alive, they weren't dead.
They weren't dead. And if you get the word...
Many of them may be dead now.
well, at least one of them.
They were alive at the time.
One of the hosts are dead, thank God for that.
And most of the hosts have been incarcerated for awful crimes.
Well, they're either dead or incarcerated for the crimes
Yes.
they committed that they escaped through with death. Death is the easy way out. So don't do it.
Bloody hell.
Yes, if you get the words if you get the words top of the pops and you reverse them, you get bottom of the alternatives. It was a good joke, Shaun. Thank you. It was a good.
It was my idea.
It was good. It was good. It was
Most of the stuff on this podcast have it
Hey. Yeah.
kind of been... Not everything.
Not everything.
I will say, because, I mean, well, the whole season thing of One in the Hand, that was your idea. Mm-hmm. And several others.
Thank you. I can't remember them though.
Knocking off the top of my head.
That's
But
fine.
before we get into that, I think, Tim, why don't you
Dive
go
straight
ahead.
in,
Dive
okay.
straight in.
I darken a ground. I darken a ground
I darken the ground.
down below you. The black hole, mildly dark. Have we done this one before?
No, but I think I know it already.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it... Oh, I know the song, I can't remember the title. It is... Rule the World, take that?
Yeah.
There you go!
I darken the ground.
What tends to happen in this section is either
You get it or you don't.
you get it straight away, if you can just do it in your head, or you get so unbelievably stuck that you can't think of anything.
No. I darken the ground down below you.
You like the sky up above
Yeah.
me.
The black hole,
The stars,
mildly dark.
so bright.
I see you. No. You see me. Oh.
Oh,
No, you see me. Yeah.
see me? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I go, no.
No. I'm not going to answer that.
Do open my ears. Don't close your eyes. Do apparate nearby. Don't fade away. Do apparate nearby. Don't fade away.
Don't fade away.
Ho.
Stop. Don't fade away, ho.
Ho. Oh.
Oh, right, okay.
No and a ho.
Ho.
No and ho. There we are. Bam. Simple as that.
This could be a really quick section.
Short and sweet.
Because again, this is a situation where you either get these or you don't.
I was very happy with apparate. I just thought...
That's quite a
Because I think
yeah.
also was it fade? I was thinking you could
Like
reappear, but that's not quite. So I just thought apparate is like bam.
I swear it's a thing from Harry Potter.
Here's a thing from apparate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bam.
Okay,
bam.
right. So should we just I should dive into
Was
my.
Robbie Williams in Take That?
He was at certain points. Yes.
Bam! I just said I didn't like him. Still don't like him. He's all right.
Did you actually say that in the set?
Earlier I said I'm not a big fan of his.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. It's just he's too orange.
Fair enough.
It's just too much orange.
Too much
like
orange.
bland orange man.
Who punches people at award ceremonies, if memory serves.
Yes, he does.
I think was it Russell Brand?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Can't remember, and I'm not going to be bothered to Google it because I've got to read out my thing.
Let's read your song. Here we go.
Okay, right.
I need. Oh crap! Could you grab the? Could you be?
Oh, you need a pen.
Yeah, because like I like to make notes just as I go along.
I've got a pencil.
I found a thing saying make an idiot of myself.
Oh.
Don't know what that was about. Oh, I think I was trying to break the mould of my artistic struggles. Right.
Right. Okay.
Here we go.
My bottom alternative goes as follows.
Yes.
You lack zebras out the front.
Wait. Zebras. You like zebras
Out the front.
Out of front. Or out
A front.
out of front. Yep.
Zebra toe amputated.
What is zebra? This is a key one. Zebra toe, as in the toe.
Sort of. I'll explain it when we get to it.
Amputated.
Yes. Writing sounds. Socks glossy white.
Oh, socks. Glossy white.
Lack the white vans to clash.
Like the white. You had beige vans, didn't you?
They weren't vans.
Like the white vans.
Yes. Like Daniel, for example, if you remember that old meme. Which is an awful meme, by the way.
Like the white vans
To clash.
to clash. It was like the meme you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And then, yep.
Mounted by a zebra.
Oh my god. Mounted by a zebra.
I can't stroke my micro.
Wow, this is nice. I can't stroke my micro. I'm so sorry you can't. Yeah.
You've never seen a mountain.
You've
Yes, as in you have.
seen,
Never seen
never seen
a mountain.
Yeah.
I have been in a ditch. This one's come up quite well, I'll be
been
honest.
In a ditch. I feel like the key to this is zebra.
Right, okay, so think of an animal which has not been encountered by a zebra, but it is similar to a zebra.
Stripey.
Not stripy.
Ooh.
Similar
horse.
in horse.
Horse.
Horse. That's a big clue. Horse appears several times.
You lack zebra. I
Yeah.
I lack have
Another word for have.
accumulate.
Now, if you have something, you can say I've
Got him.
You've
Got it.
got, yeah.
I've got horse.
The horse is.
I've just got horse.
I've got horse.
I've got horse.
It's like a disease.
I got horses
Out of front.
in out.
In the...
I got horses in the back.
Horses in the back. People probably know it already, but that's fine because this is, again, this
The
is...
tragedy is I don't think I know it.
Okay.
I got horses in the back. Yeah.
Remix.
Horses.
Actually, if it helps, this song has already had a rather prominent remix.
Toe.
Now, this one I took some liberties on because, in fact,
Horses have two toes.
I'll give this to you because I couldn't think of anything, so I took some liberties. The word is tack, as in T-A-C-K. So I went off of tic-tac-toe.
Horses tack.
And amputated is attached. So
Wow.
it is attached.
You
Horse
just say
tack is...
detached.
I could have said detached, yes, but I thought,
But no.
but given there's a body part in there already, I went for amputated.
Horses tack attached.
Is attached. Horse tack is attached.
What's a horse tack?
I don't know.
It's like thinking like
I don't know what a horse tack
I think
is.
about pin the tail on the donkey. Like the tack, you use thumbtacks to try and tap.
Yeah, I'm just googling horse tack, by the way. Horse
Zebra, yeah.
tack.
Horses, socks, gloves.
No. It's more
shoes.
upper in the body,
Gloves,
bit higher,
shirt, scarf,
higher than that.
hat,
Hat.
hat.
By the way, a horse tack is equipment or accessories equipped on horses and other equines in the course of their use as domesticated animals. Saddles, stirrups, bridles, halters, reins, bits, harnesses, martingales, and breastplates are all forms of horse tack.
I've already worked out the next line. I think you said socks, glossy white, hat, matte, black.
Yes.
Hat, matte, black.
Any ideas what the song is?
No.
Okay.
I got horses in the back. Horses tack is attached. Hat, Hat Matte Black. Sklat.
Just to hear you say that.
Pum pum tap.
What does the thing go, Tim?
The things goes. Sklat. I can't do it.
You need to roll your R's.
I can't roll my R's. Can you roll your R's?
Smoke trees. I can't roll my
No.
R's. Right, so lack the white vans to clash.
Have.
Yeah, got.
Yeah, got.
Well,
got
sometimes
the
I'll forget to.
Black.
Now, Vans are a type of trainer, so think of a different type of shoe.
Converse.
No, as in like style of shoe.
Oh, Chelsea boots.
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 What the
So is it
black boots?
gets? Is it got or get?
Got.
Got the black boots.
Actually, weirdly, in the song, I'm just going to have a look at the lyrics quickly. Weirdly, it's actually, instead of black boots, it's boots that's black.
Got
Which
the
makes it sound
boots
like it's
of black
translated from French, but
that-
it's not.
That to clash
To
to match.
match, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, right.
What is the song? Tell me.
The song
Yeah.
is Old Town Road. You haven't heard of it?
I'm sure I have, but I don't know.
Well, Old Town Road is basically this. It's this weird, almost but not quite novelty song that just blew up. It's like a cross between trap and country, and it just went really big in America.
And country.
Yes,
Wow, what a combo, eh?
I know. I particularly like it, like that idea as a combo because there's kind of vaguely typical phrase in America where people ask, say, "Hey, what sort of music do you like?" Apparently, it's quite a common answer. People would say everything apart from rap and country. So I like that they've kind of combined the two.
What about both together? Is opposites attract, or is it just more of the bad? Just doubly worse.
Well, it depends.
Opposite attracts or doubly worse?
Because it's this bizarre thing. Because it's like you have a lot of like big pop stars releasing songs trying to get to number one, and they just have not been able to get there because of this song. It spent like
Is this
10 weeks.
really recently?
Yeah,
In America?
quite a recent.
Is
thing.
it a good song? Or is it ironically? Is it people liking it ironically?
I think it's probably an ironic type thing. Like I think.
Because I was recently made aware of what? I was made. I was made aware of this song again, and it was the one about doing like they do it on the Discovery Channel.
Oh yes.
You and me, baby, we're nothing but mammals, so let's do it like this.
Etc.
Now that song, friend Jordan, he hates that song, and he said because it's about sex. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, quite a lot of songs are about
a lot of
sex.
songs. I said,
You
yeah,
have
but
to catch him up on quite a few
but
things.
it's like doing it like animals or doggy style. Yeah, I'm pretty sure many people.
That's
do
quite a common thing.
That's quite common. It's in fact this song is a lot better than I said the example of lick my neck, my back, lick my pussy,
And
my crack. It's a lot.
All of them. Very demanding.
It's a lot better than that. It's
Yes.
funnier, and it's funny. Got a better beat. The other one's just
And a surprisingly good synth line.
really good synth line.
Although what I will say about the synth line
You
is
say
that
it dies. It
it
gave
kind
up.
of well, it's not that it dies. It's that it has the good thing to start with, and the last kind of 4 bars, it kind of it doesn't really know where to end. It doesn't have an end point, so it's just
something like that.
Yes.
It just doesn't quite go on to the next thing nicely. Music.
Yes.
Damn, just didn't know that song. So how's it go? Is it recent? This is a recent
It's a
song.
recent thing. You know what? Instead of trying to go along with it, I think after we finish this, I will shut because I haven't listened to it like all the way through, but I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So I'll put it on actually after we've done this, so you can get a taste of what's happened. And what's happened is probably the right term.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, on that note, I think that brings us to the end of the podcast. So thank you very much for listening. If you've enjoyed it, then please do give us a review on whatever you happen to be listening on. If you want to contact us, you can email us to inthebushpodcast@gmail.com. Remember that is TWO, inthebushpodcast@gmail.com. or you can get us on Twitter at 2inbushpod. Again, TWO in Bush Pod. Is there anything else I need to say off from that?
I mentioned about shoveling a rat over a hedge.
Yes.
Alton Towers. Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah,
We're on top of things. We're on top of things.
Got it all done. So, yeah, thank you very much once again. And Tim, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me as well.